Good evening, Monrovia.
Central Avenue begin to dry up.
Okay, what happens?
All right, this is Ralph and Irwin on location. And where are we at? We're at Library Park. And what's the event taking place? Celebrate the arts. This is the time of year when nature puts on this colorful array. And you know what? This is when the artists come out in Monrovia. Let's go for a stroll in the park and see what's going on.
Good, good. How are you? Come on, he's on down the road. Carrying nothing that might be love. Come on, he's on down the road. 'Cause there may be times that you wish you wasn't born, and you wait one morning just to find your courage gone. But just know that feeling only lasts a little while. Just stick with us, and we'll show you how to smile. Come on, he's on down, he's on down. Come on, he's on down, he's on down. Stop right here, Lord. Come on, he's on down, down, down.
We've enjoyed being here. Thank you so much for receiving.
All right, Ralph and Erwin on location here at Library Park as we celebrate the arts continue. And there was a fine performance by the young people, and your name is?
I'm Sue Black, and I'm the director of Sue B Dance Company, located in Pasadena.
And how do you, what's the key ingredient for the workout to get them together?
Well, the key ingredient is that you have to appreciate children, you have to love children, and basically support them and try to understand them and make sure that they have a good time. Our dance school, all of our teachers are very supportive of the children and with what they're doing, and we just work with them with love and understanding, and we just all have a wonderful time doing it.
All right, and what is the age group?
The age group, we start them at 2.5 with creative movement and ranging to adults. I also have classes for adults, tap, hip hop.
All right, and if someone wanted to get in contact with you, what number would they use?
Okay, they could call me at 626-798-8285.
All right, thank you so much. You're doing
Thank
a great
you.
job.
Thank you very much.
right.
Okay.
On location, and I'm with a sculpture here at the Arts Festival, William Wyatt?
Hyatt.
Hyatt. All right, sorry about
like
that.
a hotel.
All right, tell the viewers something about your artwork that you have here.
Well, it's kind of a layered 3D effect sculpture. I use metals that don't have any paint on them. I'll get color and stuff out of getting them to be like a rusted tint, which will give me a nice brown tone. On things similar to the skull here, I use a galvanized metal that has been distressed. And
Which means distress.
I'll take the metal and bury it in dirt for 3 or 4 days or weeks or whatever it takes to get the metal to be oxidized. And then by taking the torch, I'll go ahead and heat it up, and it starts giving me these kind of bone look tones. And start my layering process and hopefully come out with something that looks like that.
Now, how did you get started in sculpture, and why Western themes? 2 questions.
Oh, 2 questions. One at a time. No, okay. Actually, I was challenged by my brother. He's big into Western art and whatnot, and he bought a little metal sculpture at a store and showed me, and I just off the wall said, "Hey, I can do that." And he says, "Okay, do it." Well, it wasn't exactly what I'm doing now. This kind of metamorphosed into what it is today. But it got me interested, and I have a welding background, so it all kind of fit. So came right along to where we're at right now.
All right, thank you so much. I'm enjoying the art.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, now let's talk to some of the viewers of art out here. All right, on location, and your name?
My name is Lenore.
And?
Kathy. Laura.
All right, and what's your favorite part of the Arts Festival?
The sculptures. They're great. They're the metal, the way they work the colors out of the metal. I think that's great. And how they use different rocks and all that. It's really great. How you can just get a rock and make it into something.
Okay, sounds good. And you?
I just like all the art here and all the little kids dancing over there. That was really a spectacular thing. Ease on down the road.
You like that. Leave your burdens behind.
That's right.
And you?
The paintings, the ceramics, the sculptures, everything. Everything is wonderful.
All right, now all the artists is probably wondering out there, are you folks going to buy some of this fabulous stuff?
Sure. Of course we are.
Yeah.
All right, and you encourage everyone else out there to.
Come on down.
Back order. It's all in back order.
All right, Christmas is coming.
That's
Yes.
right.
All right, thank you and have a nice day.
Thank
Thank you.
All right, how you doing today, Dave?
Fine, how are you?
All right, let's talk about some of the artwork that you have here. This seems like something that's ready to be in season pretty soon.
Oh, this is one that actually it's a copy of one that I took out of a book just as kind of practice. And just to learn the basics of the snow, and I got a lot of good comments on it. People have it's one that's drawn people's eyes.
All right, now how long have you been involved in art?
About, believe it or not, about 3 years.
Just 3 years?
Yeah, just kind of picked it up for something to do one day and found I had maybe a little bit of talent. So I took a few classes and kind of started going from there. And
Where did you take classes at? Hope it was in Monrovia, but go ahead.
no, it wasn't.
Where was it at?
Well, actually, I started at it was Mission Renaissance.
Okay.
So there's like a private school type thing, and then a lot of it's just kind of from books and self-taught. And
All right, tell me something about this one right here.
that one there, that one just kind of. I like Charles Russell a lot, the Western painter.
Yes.
And I was looking at a couple of his paintings, and it was kind of in his vein, not near as good, obviously,
Yes.
but I mean, it's kind of, he kind of inspired me on that one a little bit. But it's one that I did, it's one of my first ones I did, actually, so it's a
All
little,
right, I had a good eye for that.
a little bit primitive
All
to
right,
there.
but tell us something about this one right here as we move around here.
That's our baby. That's our dog. That's Katie.
Katie, all right.
She's our mascot here, so she's about 12 years old now, and so it's just, that one's a personal one. Yeah, so
Personal touch too.
yeah, so that's.
All right, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
I make the ornaments,
Yes.
which kind of goes with the image.
All right.
Right?
All right, and that image is normally located around in December.
That's right. That's right. And she does everything else.
Okay, let's go to she now. And who is she?
Vicki Sullivan.
Vicky Sullivan. All right, and what is your expertise over here?
I've been in pottery for 35 years. I work in porcelain primarily, and been doing some stoneware pieces. Every piece I do is made by hand. Nothing's made in a mold. And all of my work goes through 4 firings, in and out of the kiln 4 times. The colors are primarily ceramic lusters. The gold's 22 karat gold. And this is about my 8th time doing this show. Not in a row. It's 31 years, I think, someplace in there.
Okay, we'll take a look at some of this artwork. They say El Nino is coming. And here's some exotic scenes right here. Yeah. What do you draw your inspiration from other than the sea?
Ocean. That's my primary theme is the sea life. My husband and I do a show in Laguna Beach all summer long. It's called Art Affair, and I've done it for I think 12 years. So it's mostly beachy people that I sell to, and that's why it's.
Now you're up here with the mountain people.
Yeah, it's in the mountain people. But you know what? Mountain people like fish too.
All right, good. And what do you have there?
That's for you.
Oh, okay. I'm always getting something special. Okay. You know what I want for Christmas, don't you?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. All right. Okay. And your name is?
Eleanor Moninger.
You
This is
hit
Moninger.
your name tag. Ellen, how you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
They tell me about you can take on anything at Monrovia's adult education school, huh?
Well, I only take on the sculpture class.
All right, tell us something about the sculpture
It's
class.
just great. It's just great. We have a very good teacher, and we meet once a week, and you can work in clay and do what you'd like to do, and just go on from there.
All right, let's look at some of the great works that you have. This is primarily from the students?
Yeah, all of these are from the students. Some of them are mine, but some of them are other students.
All right, which one is yours? Let's see some of your artwork, Ellen.
Well, one of them is this man.
Okay. Tell us something about this fellow here.
Well, he was a model, and so he sat in our class, you know, and so we all did our own interpretation of him. It was really, really fun. We enjoy doing that. Well, yes, this girl back here, I did her, did this one, these.
Oh, okay. You enjoy your blessing that you have in life.
Love it.
Okay, and these here, what?
These are done by a man in our class that started this fall, and he's been doing very well.
He took off.
He really?
What is that student's name?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
We sort of know each other by their first names, but
And that piece of work.
Right. But he's done so well. Now these are all high school students.
These are high school students here.
The sculpture class is the adult education.
Okay.
And then these are.
Oh, I like this here. That's interesting.
Those are wonderful.
You're responsible for most of this fabulous artwork that we see out here, encouraging the students getting involved.
Yeah, I guess this whole area here is all student work that we do up in Monrovia High School and the Monrovia Adult School.
All right, now how long have you been involved with Monrovia High School?
For 12 years.
Okay.
So I'm gonna age there, I guess.
But you also had some students that advance and move on, huh?
Yeah, I've been fortunate to have a good group of kids that after leaving the program, the arts program at the high school, they go on and get into advanced programs at the college level. Then I'm real happy with that. That makes me, that means that my program is working at the high school for that reason.
It is a strong statement to the community of Monrovia when we ask, what are the students doing with their hands in this town? We can look at the fabulous artwork.
Exactly, and the arts provide something that no other courses can provide. They get hands-on experience, and they can also do some things that they can display and also sell, and that gives them the incentive to continue doing good work.
Okay, you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right, on location, and what is your name?
Trisha Aldridge.
And what school do you go to?
Mayflower.
Okay, and this is your artwork here, huh? Did it take you a long time to make it?
Yeah.
Where did you get the idea from?
Mostly my family, because we're Indians.
All right. And is this your brother next to you?
Yeah.
And what is his name?
Timothy.
Oh, Timothy can say his own. Oh, look at Timothy's artwork. I think it's dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
You like dinosaurs?
Yes.
Do you go to school yet?
Yes.
You do? What school do you go to?
Kindergarten.
Oh, you're doing a great job, man. Stay focused. All right, on location with Erwin and myself, and the familiar faces here in town. If you ever tune in and watch Conversations in Monrovia, you know, back in the past, I had an interview with this talented artist from Senegal.
From Senegal.
All right.
Yes.
Now, how you doing now?
I'm very fine.
How are you enjoying this Monrovia's Arts Festival?
I enjoy Monrovia Art Festival a lot because yesterday I noticed something very inspiring for me. All the young people was invited to help the artists here. They share with the artists the work. They was helping us to set everything, and that is the best that an artist can have in an exhibition.
It keeps art alive also.
Yeah, everything alive.
All right, let's talk about some of the paintings that you have here, drawings, I should say. Tell the viewers something about, let's go from, let's reflect for a moment on yesterday. This is an early drawing that you had before, right?
Yeah.
All right. Who is this particular person and why is he talking to the young people?
This particular person is you, is me, is somebody who like education, someone who like to study, somebody who like to teach. The people behind, in front of him, are symbolize the society, and there is two characteristics in the society. Some people have a very good education, some people are just ignorant because they refuse to listen. He is speaking with them, but some of them are listening, some of them are not listening. But more we listen, more we learn.
Okay. Some wise words from a wise man. All right. Tell me something about this one here now. This is a little change because normally you were pretty much involved in black and white.
Yeah.
Now colors have entered into your spectrum, your mind. Why? Any particular reason?
Yeah. Because color, in this aspect, influenced me a lot basically about wood. A wood, a calabash,
yes,
a gourd, a leather. The same texture of wood is what I discovered on that. And this is the basic of the traditional music in the village where I live. That instrument of music is kora.
Okay.
And this is outfit African that everybody like. Everybody wear there. And is a very multicolored. And the basic of this is all handmade. The most authentic acoustic guitar of the whole continent is this one.
All right. Sounds good to me. Some of the viewers out there may be thinking this is almost a show. I have to get you back in the studio. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Erwin and Ralph on location here at Monrovia's Arts Festival, annual event that takes place. And some of the people that you meet out here are Dr. Louise Taylor. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
And how are you enjoying all the artists out here?
I love to come out to the Arts Festival every year.
And I noticed you had a bag with you, like you bought a lot of items.
Absolutely. I have got one of the beautiful vases that Sal Perez, our ceramics teacher from the high school, made.
Yes, who I interviewed, and I hope to get him on the show.
Yes.
All right, and now next to Dr. Louise Taylor is another Louise.
Yes, I'm Louise Osbrink from the Monrovia Schools Foundation.
And you're working on something, right?
Oh, we're working on something. We raise funds for the public schools in Monrovia, and we have 2 fundraisers a year, and this one coming up is a celebrity banquet.
All right, wait a minute, celebrity banquet. Let's look at that camera and tell those
viewers. Oh, yeah, the celebrity banquet is something that we're very proud of, and it's always fun. We try to get somebody that has a little recognition with the public, and Donna Shirley, who is the manager of this Mars project at JPL, is going to be our guest speaker this year. We're very proud of that.
Okay, and that takes place when?
It takes place on the 13th of November, and it's a Thursday night at 6 o'clock at Wyndham Gardens Hotel, and we do welcome people who are interested in coming to hear her.
Now, if you need more information, what's that phone number?
You can call area code 626-303-6020.
What day is that again?
It's Thursday, November 13th at 6 p.m. at the Wyndham Gardens Hotel.
Okay, and we won't be talking about Men in Black either, okay? What does the artist do when they're not painting? They're probably reading a book. How are you doing today, Ellen?
I'm fine, thank you, Ralph.
What are you reading? Can you share that with the viewer?
Natural health and healing.
Oh, okay. Something to keep longevity so you can keep on doing your fabulous artwork.
Right.
All right, let's tell the viewers something. Let's talk about some of the artwork that you have here. In particular, let's start with this here, down low.
That's I hate to say this, but that's a stump. It's a painting of a stump with all the little growing things around the bottom of it, all the delicate plants, ferns, and that sort of thing that grow around the base of a dead tree.
Almost a tree that's crying in a sense.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's giving. It's dying so they can live.
Right, right. And the one above it?
This is a cottonwood in the High Sierra, and it's fall, of course, and the leaves are turning, and the plants below it are collecting a growth or a layer of colorful leaves. And
Now you specialize in watercolor.
yes, transparent watercolor.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
Oh, I like the spontaneity of it, and I like the light that shows through the paint.
And you've been enjoying the arts festival?
Yes, very much. The weather's been, except for a little bit of wind yesterday, it's been wonderful to sit outside in this air.
Okay, let you get back to your book.
Thanks.
I have an artist that refused to show her lovely face. But in any event, tell the viewers your name, please.
My name is Kathy McCullum.
And she's like a cat that won't come out.
Right.
But in any event, we're going to talk about some of your artwork. You got the mic. Let's tell the viewers about this one right here.
That one is called Obada.
Okay, and that name is derived from where? Any particular reason?
Well, a gentleman from the Middle East told me the name Obada because of some sincerity. I'm not sure about the meaning, but that's what he told me.
Okay, now you work primarily with
pastels.
Pastels. All right, moving right along.
Okay.
This one right here.
That one is called Kuda Blatsaw, and it's only because he reminds me of a childhood friend that my dad had.
Okay. All right. All right, and we'll drop down right here with Native American.
That's a Native American. It's called Silver Cloud, and no particular meaning.
Okay. Face seems familiar.
Okay, that's between, and the meaning only means something to me, but to everybody else it means something else.
All right, moving around as we go right here. Face is pretty familiar with most individuals.
That one is called Wolves with Me, and I've taken that one from a couple other pictures and my father, and that's basically what it means, Wolves with Me.
This particular person here.
That guy is called Blowing in the Wind. That's my favorite.
All right. All right, and currently you're working on a bit of artwork over here. And you can actually work from a photo.
Exactly. That's from a little girl. Her name is Nikayla. Her mom sent me that picture, and I'm trying to do the best that I can.
Now, how long does it take for you to work on something like this?
About 3 hours.
About 3 hours? Mm-hmm. You're good. 3 hours.
I don't know.
All right. Okay, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
I tried to get her on camera, but she just refused. She just refused to let Ralph put her on the spot. Okay, thank you so much. Where are we located at right now?
You are at the Monrovia Art Festival Association booth. We answer information for all the artists who are all set up here.
And we
tell the truth.
So if you missed this exciting display of artwork and sculpture, what is the number where someone can get in contact?
Probably to get it, they won't be able to do it. We do it again next year. They won't be able to get in contact. Oh, does it have a number here? Yes.
Yeah.
I can't read it.
Well, I can't either. Wait a minute. Our telephone number is 626-357-3797.
Okay, we'll flash that on the screen.
All right, Ralph.
All right, now how long does it take to put something like this together?
A year. A whole year.
Takes a year.
And about, 16, 20 people do it, work at it all year round.
This is our 31st year, and all the monies and proceeds from this that we get go to art scholarships for the schools.
Oh, that's good. So you put it right back in.
Oh, yeah, we don't. It's
all
not
the
for
art
us.
departments.
We don't use it.
Oh, you're doing a great job. Appreciate that.
And so they grow up and get a booth of their
And
own.
become Van Goghs and Picassos, and we feel good.
Cut off their ears and make a fortune.
Okay. Pat Combs, how you doing today, Pat?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
All right, now we want the camera person, Erwin Muir, to capture this. An artist capturing that world famous tree at Monrovia's library being put on paper?
Watercolor paper. And this is a watercolor painting, and that's what I specialize in. I've been demonstrating in here all afternoon, and I was showing how I'm going from warm to cool. And right now I'm working on the foliage of the tree.
Okay, then I think this is the first time anyone selected this particular tree. It might be a little bit of history in the making.
I don't know how they could miss it. But there have been people that have come up and said, gee, I never knew there was a tree here till I saw you painting a picture of it.
But that's a profound statement when you think that's primarily what an artist does, is capture what we take for granted.
That's right. And I want you to know I've enjoyed being here today. You have lovely people in Monrovia.
All right, let you get back to work and we'll catch her doing some powerful strokes. Now, how long have you been involved doing watercolors?
I got my first set of paints when I was 12 years old, and I've been painting ever since. The watercolors, I started in 1983 while I was going to Cal State Fullerton to get my degree. And I teach watercolor painting, and I teach for the Whittier High School adult classes, and they watercolor, oil paint, and acrylic paint.
Okay.
But I love watercolors the most, and that's what I specialize in.
All right. Now, if I wanted to buy this painting, how could I get in contact with you?
Well, I can give you one of my cards.
Good. I'm going to call you on this one here.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
And what's your name again?
I'm Ralph Walker.
Well, I'm happy to meet you.
Okay. Thank you so much now.
It's the first time I've ever been on television. Well, wait a minute. Except when I was interviewed once back when I was going to art school in Los Angeles, and it was the year the Dodgers came to town.
Oh, okay.
And so a young man like you with a microphone said, what did I think about the Dodgers coming to town? So that tells you how old I am.
Now the Dodgers may be leaving town.
But I said, hey, I think it's great. So.
All right, another historical moment for Pat, okay?
Oh, nice to
All
meet
right,
you.
thank you so much. All right, now I'm sitting here with my friend Rudy. How you doing today, Rudy?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now, very few people out there probably even recall that one of the first interviews that I ever attempted to do was with Rudy, right?
That's correct.
You recall that?
I sure do.
Me with a friend by the name of Mike Cisak.
That was a good interview, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Now, to some of the viewers that don't know, you own a local business here, Rudy's Mexican Food, right?
That is correct.
Now, you know what I'm working on, don't you?
I'm guessing.
Camera people get an appetite.
You're more than welcome to it.
Are you enjoying the Arts Festival?
Very much so. It's been very nice. We were here yesterday, and we are here today, and look forward to be here next year. This is our first year for us.
Okay. And if you really want some authentic Mexican food, check out Rudy's, okay?
Do that.
Even at Monrovia's Art Festival, you do work up an appetite. And you know what? Even food is pretty artistic too, you know? This is Ralph Walker reporting for Cajun on location with Ernie at Monrovia's Library Park.